It's that time, ladies and gentlemen. All that preparation, all that build-up has led to this event. NXT Takeover Canada. The next step is about to be taken because NXT are indeed taking over. 7 matches, several wrestlers, and several special surprises, which I'm sure you're all going to see. Welcome to NXT Takeover Canada. Let's have a look at that match card, see what we've got tonight. Io Shirai versus Richelle Palmer to open the show. And then our first title match of the night. SANITY versus Dragon and Scorpion for those NXT Tag Team Championships. And for our third match, Alfred carries versus Deven Killgore in a Warzone match. 1 year later, another one's happening. So then, James Edwinson and Max Icarus for the NXT International Championship. Summer Adams and Lillian Nolan versus Evo and Tiffany in a hardcore tag match. Kenzie K versus Amy Sinclair in a submission match. And our final match of the night, main event, no holds barred, Damian Priest versus Baron Corbin for the NXT Championship. Before we begin any of that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to unveil to you our 2 newest signees in NXT. Take a look. And there you heard our 2 newest signees, Amanda Diablo and Kingston O'Connell, who are in the audience now as they watch their friend Richelle Palmer take on Io Shirai, the Josie Judas, the Genius of the Sky, in a rematch. Now, the last time these two faced each other, Richelle Palmer won the match, but Io Shirai had the advantage as she triple German suplexed Richelle outside of the ring. But however, her name, the Genius of the Sky, did cost her the match, as Richelle Palmer avalanche arm dragged her out off of the ropes, and now it's the rematch. And we are here in Canada. And our 2 newest signees, Kingston O'Connell as well. He's well associated with Deven Killgore, who will be on later tonight. Richelle's had a lot of problems to deal with recently, as Noah's been injured and she's separated from Noah. So it's Richelle on her own in here. It's always been interesting seeing Io Shirai face off against Richelle Palmer, because the two had such good chemistry in the ring first time. Maybe this time will be no different. And as you can see, Richelle's old friends from the Next Step are in the audience now. And we start as Richelle goes in for Io. And Shirai immediately goes with that DDT to begin the match with. The well-known genius of the sky is hoping to dazzle the Tonight as Richelle goes for that scissor whip. That head scissor. And Richelle Palmer's going for the scissor whip a second time. Palmer drop kick missed. Io Shirai now in. Oh no, race lock reversal there from Richelle. Richelle immediately, slam right there. I think Richelle might want to win this match, although I know she does want to win, but she looks like she's going to win this match. Shirai reverses. Io Shirai now. Reverse Frankensteiner. And knee strikes and reverse DDT. And a German suplex. And now Io Shirai is going on the top rope. And a body splash. We thank you for joining us tonight. Richelle Palmer now pushes Io Shirai onto the edge. And now she's going for that Achilles lock. It's going to take more than that to make Io Shirai submit. Now Io's immediately elbow strike. Another elbow strike from Richelle. This time clothesline outside of the ring with Richelle Palmer. And Io Shirai onto the top rope. He's telling Richelle to get up. Meteora! Bloody hell! From Io Shirai. Richelle Palmer reverse. Oh, elbow. Palmer still taking advantage of Io Shirai. She grounds her, hoping that the ref will count to 10 as Shirai is out of the ring. But Io Shirai, oh, that super kick missed badly. But Io Shirai, as you can see, is saying that you're not so tough, Richelle. I'm nimble and I'm fast. Richelle Palmer is now going in again. Wow, look at that! Handspring head scissors. Sent on, missed. Now Shirai picks up Richelle. And Shirai is doing exactly what Richelle Palmer just did to her. But this time, Io Shirai is going to be looking to add her own little move to the complex situation with the Avalanche Spanish Fly. And Io Shirai's taking a bow, saying you're welcome. And Shirai now going for that Koji clutch to Richelle Palmer. That move has made some wrestlers submit before in its time, but Io lets go. Richelle Palmer reverses. And Palmer now looking for that Alabama slam right there. And notice Io Shirai was on the ropes. Richelle Palmer now immediately looking for the Famouser. And a backflip as well to add to that. Now Richelle's got a new move. And it's the butterfly lock. Now bearing in mind she used the butterfly lock against Nikki Cross outside of the ring weeks ago. And now she's hoping to make Io Shirai submit, but Io Shirai reverses out of that. Both of their submission signatures. I don't even how prawn roll though, hoping to roll it up and cover and pin Richelle, but that's not working. Richelle Palmer now immediately facebuster. And Palmer face scrubs Shirai. Goes for the pin. Just a one. Io Shirai goes out of it. Hurricane Rana. And Io Shirai looking for that sunset flip powerbomb outside of the ring. And Io Shirai's looking for her finish and she's charging for it. And she does that with a triple German suplex as she did previously to Richelle Palmer. Hoping that this time Richelle is going to get pinned by this exact move. But Io Shirai isn't giving up yet. Spinning heel kick. Now Io Shirai gets back into the ring. What a bulldog there from Richelle Palmer. Io Shirai now. Look at that comeback. And no. And now Io Shirai, look at that comeback. That comeback has been very successful of recent times. And Richelle. Oh, Io Shirai immediately dodges that. Richelle Palmer hesitated so badly. Now Io Shirai rolls out. What a kick from Io. And Io Shirai. Then again, look at that deadlift German suplex. Shirai's begging for attention here. Richelle with a spin kick. They're trying to cover Io. No, not even a one. How much is it going to take to pin Io Shirai tonight? The thing is, you can't. And now Io Shirai is looking for that 619, and it's applied right now. And Io Shirai's not done yet. Another sunset flip powerbomb outside of the ring, and I think I know what Io Shirai is going to do. Senton there! They don't call her the genius of the sky for nothing, and we're about to find out why! Bloody hell! Moonsault outside of the ring! Shirai STO and leg sweep combo. Now Richelle's back into the ring. Shirai's telling her to get up as she goes in and goes to the top rope. And she's going for the second Meteora that misses with great sadness to Io Shirai as Richelle picks her up. And look at that, Yakuza, no! Io Shirai again shoves her back and immediately puts her in that scorpion deathlock there. No, she doesn't. And Io Shirai immediately puts her in the 619 again for the second time this evening. Shirai's dragging her close to the turnbuckles, and I think we know what's about to happen now. The second moonsault, and a cover. 3, there we go. There's that triple German suplex outside of the ring. That's 619. And there's that moonsault outside of the ring. The Yakuza kick. And then that immediate 619 again. Here's your winner, Io Shirai. So, Io Shirai managed to win on Richelle Palmer. That gives them... Oh wait, Michelle Willow's here! What the hell is she doing? Michelle constantly going for that back elbow there. But we didn't expect Michelle Willow to show up tonight. And Richelle Palmer's just walking away. What the hell is Michelle Willow even doing? Bearing in mind she's joined a new faction with Emily Starr. Are they looking to recruit Michelle? There's that. Oh, now she's put her in her own little submission move. The octopus stretch, or the Black Widow, sorry. The Black Widow, that was it. And immediately Michelle Willow is going up to that top rope. And that forward senton missed. Io Shirai looks to have something to say about that. She had no right to come in and attack Io Shirai, but Michelle Willow immediately interferes and attacks Shirai. I think I know what this means. That Richelle Palmer has now joined Emily and Michelle's new faction. Now we have our first title match of the evening, the tag team belts. Dragon and Scorpion against Sanity, and look at these two. Michelle Willow's also joining them after her recovery to Richelle. She's probably getting medical, well, she's probably having a break. These two look like they're from Game of Thrones. Not that I've watched Game of Thrones. But like red and blue, fire and ice. Originally, this was going to be a title match between Sanity and Noah Miles and Isaac Hill, but due to Noah Miles' injury, the Dragon and Scorpion wedged in, and so this is their chance to go for the NXT Tag Team Championships. And here comes Sanity. Wait! Why is Alexander Wolf coming out? Why? Where's Eric Young? Where are the Tag Team Championships? What the bloody hell's gone on here? Why is... Unless... EY is incapacitated at the minute. This is all very strange. And Emily Starr's looking in disbelief as her two luchadors are also confused. Also bear in mind that the Sanity lost their trios match last week. Wait a minute, the lights are out! Oh wait, Eric Young's here! Where the hell did he go? With the tag belts as well. Alexander Wolf immediately goes in for that neck breaker. But the thing is... Wait! Alexander Wolf's immediately getting out a sledgehammer. And it is a disqualification! And Alexander Wolf is going for both Scorpex and Kalisto. Both women are looking at Sanity enraged. But that means Sanity are disqualified. But the ref has now called for a table tag match. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a 2 out of 3 tables match. So you've got to break the table twice, depending on your tag team. And now Sanity are going after Dragon and Scorpion. I can't bloody well believe this. That Sanity got themselves DQ'd, and now they're going to have one of the matches that they dwell under, a tables match. This is going to be a challenge for both luchadors. Not much of a challenge for Kalisto, but one for Scorpex, so Scorpex rolls out of the way. Emily and Michelle are both in the crowd joining Amanda Diablo and their other former Next Step friends. And now it looks like Dragon and Scorpion are going to deal with it their own way. And they're gaining advantage from Sanity. That was all a very quick match, but the ref decided, let's have a 2-on-3 tables match. German and Northern light suplex, both executed from Young and Wolf. Sanity look to turn the tables now on a tag team championship match that they wanted in the first place. So that was Eric Young's grand plan, to eventually come in and have Alexander Wolf as a decoy, get DQ'd, and then turn it into a trios match, because if a match is under 1 minute, that means Xander and Wolf now both going for Kalisto and beating the hell out of him. Now Alexander Wolf goes outside of the ring. Scorpex back in. And Scorpex on the top ropes. And Alexander goes for Alexander Wolf there. And now Kalisto spamming those kicks. And a drop kick there to EY, and Scorpex is dealing with Eric Young now. Hurricane Rana again. In comes Alexander Wolf. Now Wolf gets to the table. Hurricane Rana there. Oh no, suplex reversed. Alexander Wolf, no, hip toss reversal, and Alexander Wolf was nearly on the back of the table there. Meteor from Kalisto. Eric Young with a power bomb, running, and oh! Scorpex just got himself on the table right there. Now it's a game of odds as Eric Young and Alexander Wolf take on Kalisto, both in the ring alone. If there's one thing you never do to Eric Young, it's piss him off. And now the reverse flashpoint is put in immediately to Alexander Wolf as Eric Young beats Kalisto with the table. And the table's gone, and Alexander Wolf nearly fell on the table. Eric Young is getting an advantage there. Charges into Scorpex. This is certainly an unexpected turn of events tonight. Young with a DDT. It's all about controlling the powers that bind. Young on the top rope now. And a moonsault that hit Alexander Wolf by accident. And now with a Listo kick from Kalisto. And he goes outside of the ring. Eric Young with a backbreaker. And as Eric Young goes onto the top rope, he's ready for his signature. The elbow drop. Alexander Wolf distracts him though. Puts some scoop slams onto the thing. DDT from Eric Young. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I have a lot to drink here. Kalisto. He's getting beaten up outside of the ring. Now suplex to Eric Young. And oh, what a senton there to Alexander Wolf outside of the ring. Spin kick right there. And air raid crash. Eric Young now goes for that neck breaker. And a super kick missed to Alexander Wolf. Immediately suplexing him over though. Young now looking for that sit out pile driver to Kalisto. Oh! He got himself on the table though. So it's up to Scorpex to ensure that both Sanity members have their days due. But that's a challenge for Alexander Wolf as he gets ready for that powerbomb and through the table. And Sanity score 1 point, but the Samurai Del Sol is applied from Kalisto. Alexander Wolf is still dealing with Scorpex outside of the ring. Of course, Emily Starr, their manager, forming a new group with Michelle and Richelle earlier. And they call themselves Alpha Omega. Eric Young reverses. Alexander Wolf going in for the kill. Yakuza kick there. And now Scorpex Hurricane Rana to Eric Young. And he's right in front of Eric Young there. Oh, Kalisto immediately grabs up the table. Bit of miscommunication there throughout the teams. Kalisto hitting him with the table. Hurricane Rana to Alexander Wolf. And stomping Alexander Wolf's head. And another reverse flashpoint to Alexander Wolf. Kalisto with a chop. Hip toss back into the ring. Eric Young getting him into the table. And Eric Young, no, wait a minute. Kalisto reverses. Another vicious chop from Kalisto. Scorpex and Wolf fighting it out, reversing out of each other's moves. Now Scorpex sees that opportune moment. Alexander Wolf again reverses German suplex. Another waistlock. Kalisto kick immediately executed. And a spin kick there to Alexander Wolf. And Kalisto looks to put Young through the table with a T-bone superplex, which means now it's all or nothing between Dragon, Scorpion and Sanity as they fight to retain the NXT Tag Team Championships. Young and Scorpex both fighting it out one-on-one. Alexander Wolf getting back into the ring now. Alexander looking for that Death Valley driver. And Eric Young chugging for that clothesline. No, he's hesitant there. No reversal there to Eric Young. Alexander Wolf is outside of the ring. And he grabs that table. And now I don't know what he's meant to be doing there, but he's toying with Alexander Wolf's head, just like Alexander Wolf toyed with their heads earlier on tonight. Or earlier on in the match as they made their entrance. And another reverse flashpoint to Alexander Wolf from Scorpex. Like fire and ice, those two. I just discovered that. Wolf's out of the ring. And now the table is set up. Kalisto with a body splash! And Scorpex is ready now. Forward bloody senton! Bloody hell! Nice teamwork from both Scorpex and Kalisto. Alexander Wolf has a few things to say about that though. Belly to belly! Alexander Wolf immediately goes out now. Young both charging. And that charge was successful. Now that brought down the table. Super kick there from Scorpex. Scorpex trapped between the bodies and Alexander Wolf. Alexander Wolf, look at that sit out powerbomb. No, wait a minute. Scorpex immediately reverses out of that as he nice arm drag. And he's not finished there as he scoop slams Eric Young. Alexander Wolf goes in for the interference again. And an arm pick and leg drop there. Now Sanity are dealing with Kalisto 1-on-1. Eric Young with that neck breaker. Now stopping Alexander Wolf there and super kick Kalisto by accident. Scorpex is out wreaking a path of destruction tonight, ramming into Eric Young. Super kick to Alexander Wolf. And he picks up Wolf. And for another reverse flashpoint. And notice that that's directly near the table, meaning Alexander Wolf is about to hit his head on the table. And he's on the floor. Meanwhile, Eric Young's outside of the ring. Now Young gets him back into the ring. Back suplex from Wolf. And super kick there to Alexander Wolf. The rush of adrenaline that must be going through these wrestlers' heads must be unbelievable at the minute. Now it's up to Scorpex to finish this match off. And Young is ready for the announce table. I believe what we call our Mamma Mia moment is about to come. I can feel it. Whether there is one or not is beyond me. But Sanity looking to regroup and back inside of the ring. Eric Young picking him up. And then, no, wait a minute. Both wrestlers trying so hard right now. The Samurai del Sol again. And Eric Young picks him up as he does that. And no, keeps punching Kalisto. Backbreaker. Arm drag. Alexander Wolf with a thresh press to Kalisto. Scorpex going in. Back elbow. Enziguri. Alexander Wolf's right there. Super kick missed again as Wolf goes out of the ring. Now he goes for Alexander Wolf. Axe handle missed. And he drags down Alexander Wolf nicely with that low blow. And he's dragging Alexander Wolf over to that ring. Kalisto goes out of that German suplex. And there's a Hurricane Rana whip. And Scorpex is charging for something. We don't know what. He's waiting and watching. Super kick! Did you see that? As Alexander Wolf fell off of the announce table. That wasn't so much of a Mamma Mia moment. Not the ones that we were expecting. But Kalisto immediately goes for Eric Young. Puts him through the table a second time. Meaning Dragon and Scorpion are now NXT Tag Team Champions. Did you see that? I mean, look at those table breaks. At that high on adrenaline match, even though a change of plan last minute. And all those finishers that were hit on tables. Let's go to suplex. Here are your winners and new NXT Tag Team Champions, Scorpex and Kalisto. And Emily Starr's looking real proud of herself now. And in a minute, we're about to reveal the new NXT Arena. Now it's time for our third match of the night. Alfred Krizz versus Deven Killgore. And last week, Deven Killgore came out to viciously attack the Prince of Switzerland during his match. And the week before, he also cut a promo saying that a new Deven Killgore would come out. And he sounded so sadistic when he said that. Although I don't believe that Alfred Krizz isn't as scared of Deven Killgore because he knows what he can do. He might see through all the bullshit that he might be saying. But this feud was merely all because Alfie didn't listen to Deven. And that really pissed him off. It's like Deven thinks he's still his lapdog. That he thinks that he still can do what Deven Killgore says. But this is a new era for both wrestlers, I have a feeling. And hell yes, I was right. Whoa! Is that a crosshair on his eye? What the hell is that on the side of his hoodie? Well, Deven Killgore wasn't lying. I think Alfred Krizz regrets this now. As both wrestlers stare each other down. Look at that sadistic smile on Deven's face. Alfred Krizz, though, is relentless. Starts with a snap suplex. Deven rolls out of the way, though. Now Deven Killgore looking for that straight jacket neck breaker. And that spine buster. Now this looks like a new Deven Killgore. This is the very match that made Deven Killgore and Alfred Krizz in Bullet Club, as at the end of ECW Beachside Bash, the Bullet Club came out and debuted. Now, though, they come in very different circumstances. As this time it's real between Deven and Alfie, because last time it was set up. What a hit toss from Alfred Krizz. Krizz doesn't seem to give up now. He seems to be winning this match. That or Deven Killgore's just allowing it to happen. Deven Killgore reverses. And immediately looking for that neck breaker. He's acquired a few new moves, is our Deven. And the DDT. A lot of people use that variation of the DDT. Eric Young, who earlier lost their championships to... Oh, what a thresh press. Dragon and Scorpion. And then Deven scratches his back and scrapes it and immediately looks for that backstabber. Also, he's got a few new finishers on his hands, a new variation of the fusion cannon, and the running super kick that he calls the Vecna's Curse, which we're going to see a bit later in the match. Of course, named after Stranger Things Vecna. Deven Killgore gets up. Krizz tries to ground him. No, Deven rolls out of the way. Now immediately knows for that waist lock. Alfred Krizz reverses out of that waist lock. Looks for that back suplex. There we go. The key thing is here to be on the floor for 10 counts so your opponent can win the match. But you can use weapons in this match, and it... Back elbow. And then a Cuba clothesline from Deven. If this was the return that Deven needed, and he's got that sledgehammer, now he's putting it down. Now he's picking it up again. Because Alexander Wolf used that same sledgehammer earlier in the night. Killgore now, kick there, and a strike with a no. Alfred Krizz grabs that sledgehammer from Deven. And Krizz, no, Deven reverses now. Oh, what a drop kick. And here comes that new variation of the fusion cannon. Alfred Krizz just about hit himself there on the sledgehammer as well. And now we're looking for that Vecna's Curse, and Vecna's Curse! And he's got his hands in shapes like guns, as though he's about to destroy Alfred Krizz for real. Still toying with Alfie. And right there is Piper, James's sister, in the front row of the audience. I'll try and find her in a minute. There's that reverse DDT. And Deven Killgore gets up. And then Alfred Krizz now, taking him towards the ropes. And looking for that inverted Alabama slam. Although, bearing in mind, all the sledgehammer is right there. But he missed very much. Killgore is still grounded though. Deven reverses. Now Killgore back elbow. Now looking fireman's carry and a running Death Valley driver to the Prince of Switzerland. And Deven's grabbing a baseball bat and striking Alfie. Bearing in mind now Alfie's busted open. Looking for that straitjacket neck breaker again. Oh, Alfie hit the back of the baseball bat. His back must be sore by now. And that sit-out jawbreaker. Super kick there from Deven. Back elbow again. Raising his fist in the air, looking for that comeback. But Alfred carries with a sit-out jawbreaker. Busting open Deven Killgore as well. Alfie's telling him to get up now. And no, Deven reverses. And now Deven Killgore, another straitjacket neck breaker, trying to keep it light and simple this time. And he's telling Alfie to wake up. He brings in that steel step. And Deven, no! Swing reverse SDO from Alfred goes to Deven Killgore. He was looking for that fusion cannon, but Deven Killgore's back up. And Alfred carries successfully executed that swing reverse STO there. Now Killgore gets Alfred carries over to that. So steel steps and looks for that second fusion cannon. And Alfred carries hit his knee. He hit his knee on the fusion cannon, on the thing, on the steel steps. This is a match where anything goes. And look at the distance between Deven and Alfie with the second Vecna's curse. Bloody hell! This is a comeback from Deven Killgore. This is a Deven Killgore we haven't seen in ages. Now he's putting Alfred carries near that steel step. Reverses there from reverses that Alfred's move. Back elbow, keeps going for that back elbow. It might be his downfall. Alfred with a snapmare. And for that chin lock. Putting the pressure on Deven Killgore. Krizz puts him down. Again, Deven Killgore still counting down. Killgore still getting up. Now Deven's outside of the ring. And he's looking for an electric chair now. Facebuster onto the bloody LED post! If there's one thing that Deven Killgore can indeed do, it's cause destruction. It's take it to the extreme. Now Deven Killgore is by our announce table, and he's looking for that darkest Percival now. He's still keeping that move. Oh, and Alfred Krizz just went on our announce table. Krizz is back in the ring. And Deven Killgore lining up the third Vecna's curse. I think he's trying to do a Strange Things 4 here. By knocking him out 4 times. Also, as the thing on Stranger Things 4 victims of Vecna plus 4 strikes on the clock, 4 seasons, and 4 super kicks to Alfred Krizz. And he's throwing up that hand sign that meant so much to both him and Alfie. The too sweet. And he's leading Alfred Krizz, and he's got the kendo stick at the ready, striking him down! No, he isn't. Killgore's got the sledgehammer again. Alfie gets it out of him. Krizz with a shining wizard. Alfred Krizz going in, reverse rolling. Cutter breaks the table! Can you get any more destructive than this? And Deven Killgore now with that trash can shooting him out! Another back elbow delivered to Alfred Krizz. Krizz reverses. Now Dragon Whip there. This is a battle of wills, of determination, of strength. Spine Buster! Alfred Krizz wasn't expecting that Spine Buster there. And Deven Killgore looks to put him in the fireman's carry. And a flapjack. Bloody hell, through the table and chair! So this is what it's become then. What one simple disobedient action can result in absolute decimation at the hands of Deven Killgore. Back elbow, reversed Alfred Krizz going in again for another reverse swing neck breaker. Deven Killgore now luring Alfie back out into the ring. Look at the stare down between those two. They don't have anything to say to each other anymore, because there is nothing good to say. Deven immediately reversed out of that swing neck breaker DDT. And that second set of steel steps is in the ring. Deven Killgore now gets Alfie back into the ring. And it looks like Deven's about to do what I think he's going to do. No way, fusion cannon! But wait, that fusion cannon missed those steel steps. So Deven Killgore's trying to deceive the Prince of Switzerland himself. But Deven Killgore goes into the steel steps and hurts his bloody knee! Wow! When I told you this was going to be a match of wills, I wasn't lying. Now there's the big chill from Deven Killgore, and Alfred Krizz also just turned his back on those steel steps as well. The back of his neck, that is. Code breaker. How long is this going to go on for? Spine buster there, and Alfred Krizz also hurt his back on the steel steps as well. Now Killgore with that baseball bat. Now the Prince of Switzerland's back up, but Deven Killgore looks for another straitjacket neck breaker. My voice is incredibly tired. And Deven Killgore loading it up again. Fusion cannon! And this might be the final blow. The final Vecna's curse. No! Alfred Krizz reversed the Vecna's curse! What in the bloody hell did we witness? Alfred Krizz is now reversing out of Deven Killgore. He sees through his lies. He knows what Deven Killgore's about. Spinning cutter. He's resisting everything that Deven Killgore has to say for himself. He's saying we aren't friends. And I can be just as violent as you can be. But Deven Killgore reverse scoop slam right there. And he picks him up again. For that sit out jawbreaker. He's still going after Alfred Krizz, and he's looking for that electric chair, and a one-winged angel applied to the Prince of Switzerland. He's trying to deal with him as much as possible, keeping him on the floor, hoping that he'll lose the match by being as violent and destructive as he can, not letting out, not giving up, not doing anything. Because that's how merciless Deven Killgore really is. And he's now looking for that GTS. Go to sleep. It very much looks like Alfred Krizz is going to go to sleep sometime soon if Deven Killgore doesn't let up. Now he's looking for that fusion cannon again. And Deven Killgore is getting up and he's smiling. That psychotic smile of his that he loves. Now Krizz is dragged into the centre of the ring. No, wait, he's not finished yet. And he's setting up for that final Vecna's curse. And a fourth time's the charm. And like Max, Alfred Krizz thought he'd escaped the Vecna's curse the final time. But he indeed hasn't. And Deven Killgore smiling that psychotic smile that he always has done. Because Deven Killgore has indeed won this Warzone match. And the 10th count, meaning Deven Killgore is the winner. And there's that Darkest Percival. What a match that was! Full of hardcore moments, full of table and chair breaks, full of blood and guts and gore, and moves that Deven Killgore reinvented himself with. And you can see that he used the steel steps. But here is your winner, Deven Killgore. This is a new Deven Killgore we're going to face. And Alfred Krizz has to accept it. Ladies and gentlemen, Deven Killgore has returned to NXT. And now it's time for our second title match of the night, which is for the NXT International Championship, which sees Max Icarus against James Edwinson. And James Edwinson is ready for Max Icarus, as he said in the pre-match promos, because we uploaded promotional material earlier this week, or last week it was, and they were saying that they're ready for Max Icarus. And even though James Edwinson and Max Icarus haven't, well, they have faced each other, but Max Icarus hasn't wrestled in quite a bit now, so this means it could be a challenge for Maxwell. However, when the title match was announced, I think Max and James were both up in arms, bearing in mind James nearly pinned Baron Corbin once. But he's hoping to get the International Championship. But this guy has an undefeated record on him. One loss in his entire career so far. One loss. The rest, all clean victories. With one deadly move, the wings of Icarus. So this match is for the NXT International Championship. We're starting off with some chain wrestling and some grappling. James has him on the ropes. Icarus reverses with a punch there. And an Uranagi side slam. You can see that James is very much adapted to this kind of environment. In fact, one wonders if he will go for the International Championship again after this match if he loses. But I think James is going to win this match because he's got some strength on him. He's pretty buffed up. However, this is Max Icarus we're talking about. Icarus gets him on the whips him between the ropes, and no, nothing. I think what Max is trying to do is to whip James in between each part of rope. And now he's on the turnbuckles and he's gouging his eyes. Again, Icarus trying to have a rebound attack on James Edwinson. However, that's not going so well. But James Edwinson manages to have a spinning back elbow due to that rebound. Now he's putting him in the camel clutch. Max Icarus, however, gets out of it. This man made Alfred Kerry submit in 5 seconds when he had his submission, and now he's put him in the arm trap crossface with one of his submissions. Subject of submission matches. Another Unagi side slam delivered. Speaking of submission matches, later on tonight we have Amy Sinclair versus Kenzie K in her first singles title defense. So that's later on tonight. And Icarus again struggling to have a rebound attack there. He's having a hard time looking for it. Bearing in mind, James is more bulkier than him, so he might have some difficulty trying to lift him up. And there's a kick there to the face. James is looking to gain advantage. Now the parlay kick is there. And a scratch to the back. No, he's still trying to look for that rebound attack. I think Max Icarus is getting a bit rusty here. James Edwinson goes back into the ring with a bulldog. Oh, James accidentally knocks out the ref, but bearing in mind Max Icarus with a suplex toss there, a release there. And this is giving Max Icarus the exact opportunity he needs for the sledgehammer. Everyone's using the sledgehammer tonight, hoping to not get DQ'd. Earlier we had SANITY use a sledgehammer. And then Deven Killgore and Alfred used a sledgehammer just in the previous match. Now James is looking for that superplex off of the top rope. And here we go. Edwinson still grabbing his arm, hoping to ground Icarus. And pin him with that. Just like that, Max kicks out. German suplex there from James. Well, his rebound attack was successful. And out goes Icarus. James is gaining some ground here. I think James might be able to win the NXT International Championship. No, Max Icarus reverses. Icarus now going for multiple kicks and high shots. Another rolling neck breaker is in place. Again, he keeps putting him in the... keeps getting him all the way over to the steel steps. That's not working for him. And a pullback hip toss. I think in this case Max is toying with James's mind, though he's still trying to look for that pullback move, whatever move he's trying to execute. Max is saying, I'm trying to do it, ladies and gentlemen. And still, he can't do that pullback maneuver that he wants to do. And a leaping knee strike right there. So in... and another pullback hip toss. Another pullback hip toss. Another pullback hip toss. Max Icarus will stop at nothing to try and execute the move he wants to do, but he can't. It's proving very frustrating for both Max and James that they're toying with each other and can't even execute their move that they want to execute. Now, and James, oh no, James will still go for that suplex pile driver, but Max Icarus, another hip toss right there. I suppose that is a pullback maneuver. Max Icarus still having so much trouble trying to execute whatever rebound attack he wants to execute right now. There's one thing Max Icarus has proved over the past number of weeks, is that he is a wrecking machine. He'll take on anyone or anything just to prove a point, to say that he's good. But however, in this match, Icarus is trying to do the very same thing, but it's proving a lot of difficulty. And James Edwinson's outside of the ring now. Back inside of the ring with Edwinson. Icarus now on the top rope. Now immediately going... No, hold on, they're not. No, they're not. And there we go, another rebound hip toss from Max Icarus. I think he's trying to look for a special move here. And indeed he finds it with that pullback power slam. I think that's what he wanted to do all along. There he took quite a long time to do it. Icarus having a little celebration there. Edwinson reverses. Now he's looking for that suplex pile driver. Now he's looking for that suplex, but Max Icarus reverses out of that suplex. Icarus going for a suplex of his own now, trying to coy with James. Icarus stomping on Edwinson. Now looking for that taste of pain. Sorry, I was meant to say toying with James, not coying. Sylvester McCoy. Now Icarus gets him on the ropes, trying to look for another power slam. No, he's not! He's looking for that wings of Icarus, and there we go! All fully executed perfectly! Max Icarus isn't done yet! Now he's trying to make James submit. He's letting go of that. Icarus appears to be waiting for James to get back in the ring. James waiting to get back in. There we go. Icarus goes for that. Another rolling neck breaker. You can see James was going to go for the lost and found there. But Icarus said no to that. And he's looking for that gut wrench suplex. And the lost and found is a combo of suplexes. Now Max Icarus is using his own little combo of gut wrenches. James reverses out of that with a dragon screw. Icarus goes outside of the ring. Now James goes outside, back into the ring. Icarus now goes for that reverse neck breaker. And it looks like we're going for another Wings of Icarus as James Edwinson sees his inevitable demise. James thought he had this, but size does matter here because Max is small. He's able to defend his championship now. There's that arm stretch there from James Edwinson as he tried to keep him grounded, that running knee strike. And that suplex pile driver and that pull back version of the Wings of Icarus. Here is your winner. And still NXT International Champion, Max Icarus. I'm surprised there's been no challenges yet. But we could see them at any time soon. And now James is outside of the ring and he's looking at Max Icarus now. Whoa, wait a minute, that's Tommaso Ciampa's here! Ciampa's not going for the NXT International Championship! Ciampa doesn't want anything to do with that belt! He's staring down James Edwinson! What in the hell is this? Oh my god. Fairy tale ending to James Edwinson! Ciampa did say he hated this generation of NXT wrestlers. And now he's just walking out. And look! His sister Piper's running out. He's trying to stop Ciampa. But then Finn goes in front. And Ciampa is smirking. Oh, low blow! Oh my god! Fairy tale ending to Finn! James is extremely pissed off here. I'm pretty sure that Finn's okay. It's just a minor thing. But as we saw there, Tommaso Ciampa came in, stared down James Edwinson, tried to go for Piper, but her boyfriend Finn managed to block Ciampa. But however, he suffered a fairy tale ending. What in the hell is going through Tommaso Ciampa's mind? And now it's time for our 3 main events, and our first main event is Assassinate against Evo and Tiffany Dixon. And Evo, Tiffany and Assassinate, of course, have a little feud going on. They've both been at each other's throats and both have been winning and losing matches ever since Evo and Tiffany came here. they've pinned Assassinate a few times. But this Extreme Rules match is their chance, Assassinate's chance, to finally get themselves back to where they need to be, or to where they want to be, which is at the top of the women's roster. And of course later we have Amy Sinclair and Kenzie K in a submission match. And it's also worth saying that Lillian Nolan has a new signature. It is the Kinshasa, or as we know, or as we're going to call it, the Ball Maye. So the Ball Maye was, well, the Ball Maye originally was a chant in a Muhammad Ali thing, which basically means kill him. I know there are no men in this match, but here we are renaming it because it's also Shinsuke Nakamura's finisher in New Japan Pro Wrestling, so we thought we'd give a little bit of a homage to New Japan in that way. But Evo and Tiffany, the superficial ones here, hoping to take down Assassinate in a match that they dwell in. Extreme Rules. No rules apply here, and it looks like Lillian Nolan and Summer Adams are rushing into the ring, and the match is about to begin. And it's straight to the action. Evo with a Meteor now. Summer with a Farida armbar. It's also worth noting that Lillian Nolan herself has a few new submission moves on her as well. Lily and Evo fighting against each other, and as we can see, Lillian Nolan looking for that nice Lotus look. Of course, a move used by Summer Rae, with which of whom they feuded within ECW for a bit when she was in Bullet Club. But Summer Adams and Tiffany immediately, she's grounding them. Pull backbreaker, and Summer's going for Tiff with a snap suplex, and Lillian Nolan, of course, helping Summer there, swapping opponents. Oh, Evo tried to interfere there. This feels more like a tornado tag match at the minute, and not a hardcore tag. Come on, we want tables. We want Extreme Crucifix there from Tiffany. Evo's going outside of the ring. There we go. That's what we want to see. A nice table. Meanwhile, Tiffany Dixon going for Summer Adams, coming to the aid of Evo. Tiffany's going for Summer, and meanwhile Lily's running in with a kendo stick, it seems, and a shot to Evo because she was looking. Bicycle kick missed there. Summer now, Bulldog, and Lily finishing her off. Meanwhile, Summer's grabbing the table, knocking out Evo, and Lily going for Evo as well. Lily said she'd be psychotic in this match, and this is her chance to prove it. And Tiffany is right behind her, and looking for that gutbuster GTS, and a senton. Evo now was the kendo stick. Shot there to the head. Brain buster onto the table to Tiffany Dixon. Of course, there's that parlay kick. Oh, senton! Bloody hell! That senton from Lillian Nolan missed by a long shot. Now Evo and Tiffany hoping to gain the upper hand here. What a spin kick from Tiffany! Parlay kick again from Evo. Tiffany helping Evo deal with Summer Adams here. And she's getting Summer between the turnbuckles. And on her back elbow, Enziguri. And Evo going in for the dive. Tiffany with a pinfall, hoping to cover her. Just to one. Lillian Nolan going into the ring. Bullmaye missed! Wow! She went for the Bullmaye, but that missed so badly. Tiffany with a clothesline from hell, though! That signature worked well. And the back body drop from Summer Adams. Looking for that dude busting. Oh, nice save from Summer Adams. Spine buster! Trying to pin now as she grabs Tiffany. No, just a 2 count. Lillian Nolan now taking Tiffany to the centre of the ring and looking for that ripcord knee strike, proving that Assassinate are still the top girls for the job. And Summer immediately pressing her foot on Tiffany Dixon. Evo's now coming into the ring with a super kick to Summer Adams. Evo goes for Summer and she looks for that running powerbomb. And she's very lucky the table wasn't set up at that point. Wow, Summer's lucky. Birdie. Lily goes into charge and she's not done. Oh, leg drop bulldog there. Cover there from Tiffany. Evo wanted to go for a finisher, but she doesn't want that to happen. And there's a lift inverted DDT to Summer. And Lillian Nolan looks for Tiffany Dixon, trips her up. Evo still exploder suplex. Lily grabs up Evo. Oh, clothesline from Tiffany Dixon. Immediately going choke bomb to Evo. Tiffany had better not celebrate too much because Lily with the first Hurricane Rana. Frankensteiner, sorry. And Lily gets Evo. Immediately on the top. And an arm drag breaking the legs of the table. And Lee looks to do that signature that she failed to do on Evo. No! Oh! Evo went in with that lariat too much because it hit both Tiffany and Summer. Meanwhile, Evo's waiting for Summer to wake up now. Lily's looking to set up the table outside of the ring. And there's the gourd buster. And going for Tiffany. The back driver right there. So immediately going for Evo. Lillian Nolan with the Hurricane Rana through the table. And Summer Adams looking for that fisherman suplex there. Cover. Oh no, not a cover. No, Lily's going after Evo now, picking her up. Delivering the Bullmaye! Summer sneaking up behind Tiffany. Bearing in mind the table is broken. And a clothesline right there. Both wrestlers outside of the ring. Evo picks up Lily. Lily goes back into the ring. Summer Adams gets Tiffany Dixon. And that air raid crash there. And a bulldog. Summer and Evo are going for it now. Summer with a kill switch. And is hoping to make a pinfall now. Lily's cheering her team on. And no! Lily picks up Evo. Tiffany with a... Oh! That bicycle kick missed. However, Lily really went with that flying kick. And a big boot! Both hitting her moves that are both, believe it or not, running and involve the legs. So there's the Bomaye and the spinning heel kick. Now, Summer Adams jumping elbow drop. Lillian Nolan going for another brainbuster outside of the ring onto the mat. And Lily with a cover. Again, another 2. Summer's still looking to get Evo. And hold on, Lillian Nolan and Summer both working out together. Double DDT. No. Now Lily putting her into a cloverleaf submission. Hoping to end it there, but Tiffany is running into the ring. And immediately with that drop kick to Lillian Nolan. Lily now with a statio suplex. And Summer Adams with a fisherman suplex. Nolan still picking up Evo again. And a butterfly long blower. And Summer with a cover now. And a 3rd count, meaning Assassinate win the match. So that Bomaye and that clothesline missed. There's that clothesline from hell. And there's that Hurricane Rana through the table. Not a very hardcore match, I do have to say. And there's that fisherman's suplex. And that nice Bomaye. Here is your winner. Here are your winners. Lillian Nolan and Summer Adams of Assassinate. Well, I think they've just about earned themselves. But this is part 1 of the Assassinate match. The 2 Assassinate matches tonight. Will our next match say otherwise as Lillian Nolan takes on Kenzie K in a submission match? Now it's time for our next NXT Championship match, which is the women's division. Kenzie K and Amy Sinclair in a submission match. And Kenzie K has been determined to get the hold of the NXT Women's Championship, and she's hopefully going to do it in front of this crowd in Toronto. And NXT has been in Toronto twice before, and the 3rd time might be the charm. When Kenzie K hopefully gets the Women's Championship. But one thing to point out, though, it did cost her a friendship with Ali Cassidy, as she beat her to become #1 contender for the championship. So now, Kenzie ended up winning that match, although she was the original person announced on the match card, and she was determined to keep it that way. But Amy Sinclair of Assassinate has a few things to say about that now. And she has a new finisher, which is called the Bane of My Existence. You'll be seeing that later on in the match. But Amy, with her, of course, her teammates, successfully beat Evo and Tiffany in a hardcore tag match. Hardcore tornado tag match, that would be. But let's hope that Assassinate might lose the NXT Women's Championship. Kenzie K has been waiting for this moment to get Amy one-on-one, and now is a chance in a submission match. So this match is for the NXT Women's Championship. And don't forget, you can watch the post-match promos after the show which will be uploaded tomorrow. Yeah, I believe. But now both wrestlers going for... Oh, no. Snapmare reversal there. Going for that chin lock. Starting with some chain wrestling. We said this was a submission match. But these two wrestlers are putting each other in holds. You had that waist lock hold and that chin lock. But Kenzie K slams Amy's head onto the mat. And earlier tonight you saw Tommaso Ciampa brutally attack not just James Edwinson, but Finn, a member of the audience. Oh, Finn's alright. He'll be fine. Now Kenzie K looking for that stalling suplex. It wasn't really dangerous. And Sinclair now looking for that lumbar check. That neck breaker. What's been your favourite match so far? Just a question for anyone out there. Now Amy Sinclair putting her in the armbar now. The cross armbar, if you will. Kenzie K reverses out of it. The thing about submission matches is it's not about pinning someone. You have to make them submit. And you have to have a lot of stamina for this. Kenzie K trying to put Amy into a hold, but Amy reverses. And that K2. Look at that pullback neck breaker there. Kenzie K charging in though. Amy Sinclair reverses there. And a chop to the gut. Not the gut. And a roundhouse kick there. Now Amy's looking to put her now. Into the turnbuckles. And Amy hoping to... No, not hoping to end that with anything. Kenzie K immediately putting into that world famous Asuka lock, of course. Asuka lock. Of course, a move used by Asuka. The longest reigning NXT Women's Champion. But no one's got out of the Asuka lock. Well, Amy Sinclair certainly has. And that lock is known for it being the one that no one can tap out of in NXT. No one was ready for Asuka. Looks like Amy was ready for Kenzie though. Kenzie with an inverted DDT. A second inverted DDT. Amy reverses out of that. Another pullback neck breaker. Now Amy's looking for that shadow strike. Bearing in mind there is no pin in this match. There we go. And Amy's charging and she's about to show you her new finisher, the bane of my existence. Which to all you keen-eyed wrestling fans out there is the Rampage DDT. And there we go, bane of my existence. And Amy's putting her into that crossface there. Kenzie goes out of it though. Kenzie K looking for that half and half suplex. Amy Sinclair getting up now. And looking for that jackhammer. And Kenzie K has a little advantage here because her finisher is the bank statement, which is a submission finisher. However, there's a rope break there. That's the one thing about the bank statement. You never know where in the hell the one using the submission, the one who applied the submission, beg your pardon, the wrestler who executes the submission doesn't know where their opponent's going to land. And Amy's seen an old friend there. She's applauding Piper sarcastically. As if Piper's not been through enough torture today, seeing her boyfriend immediately had Tommaso Ciampa's finisher used on him. The shoulder post snapmare though from Kenzie, hoping to get back some of the crowd's reaction. Hoping that Piper will notice her and cheer her on. Kind of a sad thing for Piper seeing her old friend become this. Or become what? Become leading her own little fraction. And Amy was asking for that! Amy reverses. Goes back up. Arm smash. Amy keeps saying come on and asking for whatever move that Kenzie K has to come out with, either to intimidate her or to excite her. Now that Anaconda Vice there. Kenzie K applying the Anaconda Vice nicely. Time she used a submission. That didn't involve a rope break. Sinclair, base crusher. Amy still clapping her. Met immediately by a spin kick there. Amy now fighting with Kenzie and looking for that Styles Clash. And reverse DDT there from Kenzie. Kenzie again with another spin kick. Amy Sinclair belly to belly. And she's pointing that way. Towards the camera. Oh, now that's just playing with the crowd. Immediately met with a rolling cutter from Kenzie K. Amy tried to get out of that. Now a second Anaconda Vice is applied. Looks like Kenzie K might have sealed Amy Sinclair's fate in this match already. However, Amy doesn't like that. Kenzie was going to use a submission, but Amy with a Russian leg sweep. Now Amy picks Kenzie K up with a kick there. And another kick. I think Amy's showing off a bit here in her hometown of Toronto. I think she's showing off just in front of some of her old friends. And what a kick! Amy's just jumping for joy. Pardon me. And a second bane of my existence is applied to Kenzie K. And looking for that flying DDT. And Amy looking for that second lumbar check. And a Russian leg sweep. And immediately getting up. Celebrating a little victory there. I think Piper's saying, so what? Now Amy's looking for that shadow strike for the second time. And again looking for the third bane of my existence. Amy is going to be ruthless and proving to Kenzie K that you do not defy Amy Sinclair or assassinate. And I think Amy wants to put an end to this once and for all. No. Rope break. Now Amy looking for that figure 4 leg lock. Again, we might have a rope break here, but Kenzie, no. Amy's easing off. I think what Amy's trying to do here is fool Kenzie K and choosing all these submissions to try and confuse Kenzie. But Kenzie K keeps rolling out of them. Or Amy keeps letting go to try and manipulate her. Now Amy with that bridging for Ouija armbar. Of course, Tommaso Ciampa's old signature back in the day. I think that was just to remind Piper that Tommaso Ciampa's here. Now Amy's watching and waiting. And the Hangman's Facebuster! Followed by another breaching for Ouija armbar. Yet another. Amy keeps trying the same submission. But the thing that Kenzie needs to learn is... Oh, I'm confusing challenger from champion. But the thing that Amy needs to learn is that if she keeps trying the same moves on and on again, then Kenzie will adapt to that. And when she adapts to that, Kenzie K, if given the chance, might be able to get out of that same move, Styles Clash, and pull on one of her own moves to hopefully win the match with. And Sinclair with another breaching for Ouija armbar. Oh, Kenzie nearly submit there. Kenzie looks like she might submit soon. No, wait a minute. Kenzie came out of it. Kenzie K is the real fighter here. Now Amy looking for another bane of my existence for the 4th time here. She's going for a spin kick. Now Amy was going to... Oh! Amy charges into Kenzie K there. Kenzie K gets her in the whip. No, Amy Sinclair reverses. Immediately reverse move there. And looking for another bridging for Ouija armbar. Amy keeps looking for the same thing. But as I was saying, Kenzie might adapt to it. But before Kenzie K can get out of it, Amy Sinclair keeps doing the same thing. Again with that cross arm bar. Another figure 4 leg lock. Amy seems to be targeting the weakest of body parts. Yet again, another figure 4 leg lock. Amy now with a lot of submissions that are callbacks to wrestling legends. So the figure 4 from Ric Flair. Well, I'd say wrestling legends. I mean wrestling and MMA, guys. Of course, that bridging Farida armbar that she keeps putting on Kenzie K from Tommaso Ciampa. Cross armbar. Ronda Rousey's more of a UFC gal. Actually, from Kyle O'Reilly as well. Step up and no, that Shadow Strike missed! And now Kenzie K immediately taking that advantage. No! Amy Sinclair reverses that opportunity from Kenzie. Immediately backdrop suplex. That's the first time someone's ever got out of the way of the Shadow Strike in its history of usage. And another kick. And another bridging Farida armbar. And how many times is the bane of my existence going to be used during this match? This submission match? Kenzie K can't be holding on for much longer now. But Amy keeps targeting the head. No, still lets go. How in the bloody hell is this match been going on for? Now Sinclair looking for that figure 4 leg lock. Yes! Kenzie submits! Kenzie submits! Kenzie submits! And Amy Sinclair has had her first NXT Women's title defense at NXT Takeover Toronto. And I repeat, she has maintained her belt. She has maintained her belt. With lots of submissions, lots of signatures hit. Look at the bane of my existence. And poor Kenzie K was completely outsmarted by Amy Sinclair. Completely outdone. She wanted to get Amy one-on-one. But Amy showed Kenzie K, this is what happens when you got what you asked for. And now the leader of Assassinate holds on to a victory for her group of girls in her hometown of Toronto at NXT Takeover Canada. And before you is the new NXT Arena with a new logo, of course. Of course, this might not be the complete version. And there's a crowd who were lucky enough to be asked to come and look around the new NXT Arena and have a seat. And look at that new NXT logo we've got. We've repackaged the black and gold brand. Not 2.0, black and gold. And you can see that giant X on the Titantron, on the Minitron, because there isn't a Titantron here. And wow. And that starts in 2 weeks' time as we're on holiday until the second week in August. And our main event's already been declared, which is that England death match between Noah Miles and Eric Young. Speaking of main events, this match, and he's got it now. The Archer of Infamy is hoping to shoot the Lone Wolf and capture the NXT Championship. And you can see his new attire looking very like Damian Priest, hoping to purify Baron Corbin, purify the NXT Championship. But the thing is, this is a no-holds-barred match. And Damian Priest has been asking for a title match with Baron Corbin. But the thing is, last week, Baron Corbin menacingly attacked Tyson Kidd's wife, Natalya. And he will be defending his NXT Championship if he wins this match against Tyson Kidd again. But this might serve as a warning to Tyson Kidd to see what happens when you challenge Baron Corbin. This is what Damian Priest has been asking for. And it's going to happen in a no-holds-barred contest. The intensity of this room as the challenger looks at Baron Corbin, thinking, this is my time, I have to do this. So this championship match, this no-holds-barred match, is for the NXT Championship. And Priest immediately going for the King of the Wolves and putting him with a inverted scoop slam. Damian Priest immediately showing himself off to the audience. But Baron Corbin grabs a chair and... oh no! Nearly rammed it into him, but Damian Priest grabbed it from him. Super kick, no! And looking for that IOP. And immediately laying Corbin's head onto the mat outside. Corbin looking for that power bomb. No, DDT reversal there from Damian Priest. And it hit our commentary table. Corbin grabs the chair. Gets inside and, oh, smacks Damian Priest with the chair. I think Corbin was trying to manipulate Damian Priest like he did in his first title match all those weeks ago. When Priest, Corbin and Max Icarus fought for the NXT belt. Baron Corbin looking for a power bomb. Trying to pin him. Ending it early, no. With a backbreaker. That chair's power slam from Corbin. That chair's proving a danger. Now Corbin's on the top rope and no, he decides not to go. Corbin rolls in, looking for that deadlift Falcon Arrow. And for a no-holds-barred, that means no rules whatsoever. I had wished this was a street fight. Corbin wedging that chair, ready for Priest, but Priest is going for Corbin with a backbreaker. Trying to pin him now. Just a two. Look, Damian Priest with that inverted lift DDT. And Damian getting that chair, deciding not to use it as a battering ram. Or as a thing to ram Corbin's head into. Corbin attacking Priest again, hoping to grab that chair from him. Corbin now with that teardrop suplex. Oh, and Priest hit his back on the chair. Corbin looking to do what Priest was doing to him. But Damian Priest rams, oh no, was going to ram Corbin into the chair. But Damian Priest immediately said no. Although that missed by a long shot. Corbin immediately getting back into the ring. And ramming Priest's head into the chair. That's what he was going to do to him. And Corbin is looking to do it another time. No, pullback backbreaker. Priest is now on the ropes. And Damian Priest had better prepare for high impact. Because watch out, here comes the chair! And Baron Corbin just celebrating. Damian Priest originally wanted to do this to Corbin, but Baron Corbin did his own little version with style and finesse, and now he's got a sledgehammer. Thing about no holds barred is there are no rules whatsoever. Choking SEO, no, reverse! And Damian telling him to get up. And Corbin's out of the ring. Fall away slam there. Fall away backbreaker. Corbin getting him back into the ring now, and with the steel steps as to provide for something. Corbin putting him in the fireman's carry position now, hoping to get him on the steel steps. But Priest immediately reversing out of it. And Corbin looking for a powerbomb now. That was successful. However, that didn't hit the steel steps one bit, I do have to say. And Corbin was, oh no! Priest was immediately whipped him back and immediately into the LED post. How the tides keep turning in this match. And Priest immediately goes out and he hits the steel steps. Corbin knows what he's up to. And Corbin with that deep six. Which means the end of days is going to be upon us. No, wait a minute. Damian Priest reverses. Oh, God. Corbin hits his hip on the steel steps. Now Damian Priest with the steel steps as the tide is turning in Damian Priest's favour in this match. Now Baron Corbin's down. Damian Priest is hoping to win the match. Now the Wolf King here, the Blood Wolf here, is looking to get sent to the south of heaven. Hoping to get pinned. No! Barely a 1 count. And making that cross position there. And Baron Corbin looking for the end of days outside of the ring. You can really tell that Baron Corbin wants to get rid of Priest altogether. But this is what Damian Priest asked for. And ask and you shall receive. And Damian Priest is getting a beating, and he's getting powerbombed into everything. Another powerbomb looks to be coming from Baron Corbin, from the NXT champion. And also Tommaso Ciampa had better be watching this, because that's what, oh no, Damian Priest got out of that, but because Tommaso Ciampa, even though he's faced Baron Corbin, knows what Corbin is capable of. And a teardrop suplex into the bloody barricade. Which means Baron Corbin and Damian Priest are both on the floor. And Damian Priest caught himself on the steel steps again. And Corbin getting Damian Priest all over the place as he goes for another powerbomb. And oh no! Damian Priest keeps going out. How resilient is Damian Priest? Corbin looking for another powerbomb. However, Priest keeps resisting these powerbomb attempts from the Wolf, from the Blood Wolf. Of course, this man has many names. King of the Wolves, the Blood Wolf. Headbutt there. And as Priest, no, dead Baron Corbin reverses that and immediately goes for a hip toss inside of the ring again, hoping to deal with Damian Priest in his own little way. Priest outside of the ring again. And Corbin going for another powerbomb. And there we go! Finally onto the apron! And again! Looking for a second powerbomb! This time looking for the steel steps! Again, Damian Priest goes out of it though, still resisting everything that Baron Corbin has to do. Damian Priest gaining some ground now. Damian Priest immediately reversing Baron Corbin, putting him onto the top rope. And no, he's not putting him in the tree of woe, I mean. Baron Corbin reversed Tyson Kidd's Hurricane Rana last week, twice on the top rope. And what's Baron Corbin doing? Look, going at the end, going back up the ramp again. Corbin looking for another power. No! Damian Priest reversed the powerbomb! Wow! Just as Baron Corbin was about to put him into a powerbomb, Damian Priest reversed, and he's looking to end it now. And Baron Corbin still hanging on the edge of glory. Corbin immediately reverses out of it. And back onto the mat. And a dive bomb from Corbin. And another choking STO. No! Priest still reversing out of it. Still, there we go. Baron Corbin with that flying forearm. Trying to pay back Damian Priest for reversing out of it. And a deep 6. And another end of days! And Damian Priest was just about hanging from there. Corbin with a back suplex powerbomb. And Baron Corbin's dragging Damian Priest. I think I know what Baron Corbin wants to do here. And a power slam again. Damian Priest getting up. And I think I know what Baron Corbin wants to do here. And I don't like it. Bloody hell! Damian bloody Priest just got powerbombed off of the apron. Off of the stage. Down to the crowd area, and still Baron Corbin is hurting the shit out of him. What is Baron Corbin gonna do to prove to Damian Priest that he's NXT champion? But though this is what he asked for. He said, I want a championship match with you, Baron Corbin. And Baron Corbin said, here you go, and I will give you the toughest challenge of your career. And Corbin yet again off of the stage. And Damian Priest is doing an exact charge elbow drop that Baron Corbin did. And Priest is now hoping to finally get the NXT Championship, even though he was powerbombed. No! A choke against T.O. There we go! Choke against T.O. There we go! And Damian Priest hurtling back towards the ring like Triptychon. Baron Corbin is still mentally torturing Damian Priest. Looking for another powerbomb. Hasn't this man taken enough powerbombs for tonight? It would appear that he hasn't. Priest, though, keeps reversing out of them. Corbin looking for the Samoan drop. Pullback backbreaker from Corbin. Now looking to put him in the finance carry position, but Damian Priest reverses out of it. The LED post again. And Corbin looking to dish out some powerbombs here. And bear in mind, Damian Priest is catching his head on the apron. And Baron Corbin doing it to him a second time, showing Damian Priest that he is the rightful NXT champion. And he's torturing poor Damian like hell or high water. Bashing his head and busting him open. Damian Priest has had enough of that, though. Baron Corbin was looking for something underneath the mat. Baron Corbin, another power. Oh! Damian Priest again. It scrapes his head onto the apron. And Baron Corbin doing what Damian Priest did to him with his steel steps. And what an impact! And Damian Priest is back inside the ring. And there's the deep six. And Baron Corbin is about to show the Archer of Infamy the end of days. And there we go. Hoping to end it now. Cover. 1, 2. Baron Corbin is still. What? Damian Priest kicked out of it. What in the hell? This has angered Baron Corbin so much. He's putting him in the crossface, hoping that it stops Damian Priest, but he's letting go. And he's holding up the Archer of Infamy, crucifying him. But let's go of him. And now Baron Corbin holding up Priest, trying to crucify the Archer of Infamy, holding it up like a bear. And then Baron Corbin has defended his NXT Championship against Damian Priest as a warning to Tyson Kidd. There's that first end of days outside of the ring. There's that deep six. I can't believe that Damian Priest kicked out of the end of days. People rarely do that. But here is your winner, and still the NXT champion, Baron Corbin. What a night of action it's been, ladies and gentlemen. From title matches to rivalry settled to showing the locals that we are NXT. This has been a great night of wrestling. We thank you for joining us. We look forward to furnishing the black and gold brand with you even more in a few weeks' time, so do join us then.